Well, I've had to change this video rather quickly. I had it all planned out, you see. I was going to do the video, have a look at the One Football app, pick 5 or 6 transfer targets, do a little transfer gossip, rumour, roundup show. Have a look at each one, decide whether they were any good, whether they were bad, whether they were realistic targets, whether it was made up nonsense. We'd spend, whatever, 10 minutes in each other's company, have a cup of tea, and we'd all go about our days. No. I was looking through, I thought, oh my word, look at that, the Declan Rice story. Now, I also must say that if someone gets very, very annoyed with me, I mean, sort of swears at me in the comments, you know, he basically says, you're not doing Declan Rice again, are you? But he says it more ferociously than that, with a lot more venom. So, there you go. But anyway, as somebody else once said, stop apologising for what you do. So I'll make no apology. It's about Declan Rice. Look, the story is there and it has to be discussed. By the way, also last week, someone accused me of lying and making up the story. It was the Souček rumour. I'll tell you now. So I'll try and print screen this and pop it up there or something. I'll tell you now. I don't need to make any of this stuff up. Everybody else is doing it for me. It's literally the world's sporting press are making stuff up, so we don't have to. So it's as outlandish and ridiculous as it sounds. It's all sort of done there, so we just have to read off the screen, literally. Anyway. So, oh, by the way, I've got to say, thank you for the comments yesterday on the Adama Traore video. But you don't have to apologise. You don't have to say, sorry, Gonzo, but I disagree with you. It's fine, it's fine. You know, a disagreement on a football thing is fine. I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew that it wasn't going to be universally agreed with that Adama Traore should be the player that we should be looking to sign. It's just, hopefully, I made the case why I wanted it to happen, but I totally expected the vast majority to not want it to happen, certainly, but please don't apologise for having the opposite sporting opinion. They are legitimate sporting opinions, which is what it's all about. Anyway, so the Declan Rice one. Where's my glasses gone? Where's my glass? Oh, they need to clean. We'll work through. We'll muddle through. Well, £115 million star agrees summer Manchester United transfer on a 5-year contract with salary set to double. Okay, right then. West Ham star Declan Rice reportedly agreed to seal a transfer of Manchester United in the summer in a deal expected to be 115 million. Now, it says euros, all right? I'll pull that apart in a second. The rather bold claim is made in a report who state that the Red Devils manager, Ralf Rangnick, has given the green light for the big move to go through. Rice could be a tremendous sign. Yeah, we know that. They're basically going to say Scott McTominay and Pogba and Fred are on their way out of Old Trafford or crap or whatever. It says West Ham fans will be disappointed. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. It said Rice is supposedly set to join United in the summer on a 5-year deal. We've said that. All this looks to be a worthwhile investment. You know what? It's a little bit thin on the ground. I've got to be honest with you. However, let's just have a little look at this now, because I can't believe this. I can't believe this for a second. Number one, the 115 million euros. Forget it. I don't think you're getting in for 120 million quid. As pounds. A quid is pound sterling. That's what I said yesterday. Secondly, Manchester United, are you sure? I mean, I did get this right, didn't I? If I type in now, I've got this right. As Andy Walsh messaged me earlier, he did. He said, mate, he sent me a meme or a gif or something taking the mickey out of, funny enough, Ralf Rangnick. Wolves won. 1-0. Man United 0, Wolves won. I mean, they're not doing well. Let's have a little look at the table here. I mean, they're 7th. They're 7th. 31 points. All right, look, they've got a game in hand on us and they could draw level with us. That being said, our goal difference is better. These are not world beaters. At the moment, they are a million miles away from Manchester City, and that will absolutely kill them. Let's be fair, Chelsea and Liverpool are a million miles away from Manchester City, and Chelsea and Liverpool are a million miles away from Man United. So I guess that makes Man United 2 million miles away from Manchester City. Why would Declan Rice agree to go there? Clearly that guy is not going to be the manager. I was gobsmacked. I said on many occasions on this channel, I said the longer Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stays at Manchester United, the better. Basically, while Solskjaer stays at Manchester United, West Ham can finish above him in the league. And I meant it, right? And then when they sacked him, I thought, oh, no, come on, please. You know, let's not going to do us any good. I didn't think they'd find someone as bad as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but they have. Anyway, listen, before I go any further, this video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. The link is in the description below. What you do is you download it by using that link to your mobile phone, your mobile device. There's a QR code up there as well if you want to use that. Whatever, scan it, whatever you want to do. Put your team, and what it does, it takes all the news from all the websites, all the newspapers, everything that's pertinent and relevant to your football team, puts it all in one place, transfer gossip, team news, injury news, and supplies you with a one-stop shop of all your club's news. It's the OneFootball app. Why would Rice go there? I just don't believe that he would. I mean, I think there's a load of players there who have a stinking bad attitude. The manager's crap. I think their buying policy is shoddy. Doesn't look like they got a structure. Gary Neville said about Manchester United there's that Rangnick was going in for 6 months to coach the team and then 2 years to coach the club. I mean, the whole thing sounds like an absolute disaster, quite frankly. Why would Declan Rice go to a club who don't have a manager? Because really, they don't. They don't. Unless somebody can with absolute assurance say to Declan Rice, next season, Manchester United are going to have this manager and that's why he signed. Why would he? And they can't say that because they don't know. The only manager I can think they possibly might get at the moment is Pochettino. And Pochettino is not... He's not a serial trophy winner. I mean, he's just not... The best managers are probably around at the moment are probably the 3 at the top of the Premier League. Probably Guardiola, what's his name, Tuchel, and Klopp. Right? It's something like that. Anyone that Manchester United's going to get, you'd probably say another one that would be, you know, that rated that highly would be Conte's, and these guys at Tottenham. Manchester United are not even going to have the best manager in the league. They won't even have a manager, one of the top 4 or 5 managers in the league. I mean, I just think the thing is a complete and utter mess. I don't believe it for a second. Why on earth would Declan Rice go to Manchester United? I also don't think that, for the reason that I said in yesterday's video, I do not think that money gets him at all. The double of the wages, are you sure? I mean, are you sure doubling the wages? So at the moment, Declan Rice is on 70. Well, we've already offered to double that wages, I think. I might be wrong. I might be wrong about the 70, but I think it's something like that. I'm sure with bonuses and all the rest of it. When Declan Rice signs for somebody else, he ain't going to be signing for someone for 140 grand a week. If Declan Rice moves, and when he does, and I think he will be, unless some other player comes through, some other superstar player, or Phil Foden got sold, or something like that, which I don't think will happen, I would expect Declan Rice to be the most expensive English or Irish footballer in the history of, you know, the British Isles or whatever. He's not going to go and be a £120 million player and take 140 grand a week. He won't. He'll go somewhere and he'll earn 300 grand a week, 400 grand a week. That's why he's willing to sit out this time at the moment. He's losing money all the time. He doesn't sign a new contract at West Ham. He's losing money. I think he's willing to do that. Number one, because I don't think he's massively money motivated. Number two, he knows when he does make his move, he'll recoup that money almost instantly. He'll get a big signing on fee as well. It's just not about money. Realistically, I just don't think that there's... Actually, I think Manchester United need him. Manchester United need Declan Rice. I think the other thing about it is really that Declan Rice just doesn't need Manchester United. He gets it. I know somebody was protesting against this the other day, because that's just what fans of opposition clubs do. You know, Declan Rice wouldn't get in the Manchester City midfield. Declan Rice wouldn't get in the Chelsea midfield. Declan Rice wouldn't get in the Liverpool midfield. Of course. That's what fans do. You puff out your chest. You say he's crap. He's not good enough for us. It's absolute nonsense. I wouldn't believe a second of it. It is literally just a load of pontificating, really. He gets into all those teams. He really does, and all those teams would have him, particularly given his nationality, his dual nationality. Look, Man United just can't see it happening. I'd normally, sometimes I'll look at some of these rumours and I get worried. The Liverpool, Jarrod Bowen rumour is the worry. That one does worry me because I can see that. I can see that one. £60 million, for those of you who don't know, £60 million. It's another one I've made up. Lying again. The £60 million Jarrod Bowen to Liverpool is a worry. That is a concern. I look at that and think, oh no, you know. I mean, because all the reasons are there, really. If you look at it, number one, Liverpool need him. Look at what's happening with Salah. Look at them when they played Chelsea. By the time this video goes out, day before yesterday. Salah, African Cup of Nations. Not only do they need Bowen, they need him now, and he would fit in. He would slot in their system. You can understand the appeal from Liverpool. They bought Jota, who was a good player, and they bought Jota from Wolves for about 50 million. If they could buy Jota from Wolves for 50 million, can they afford to buy someone from West Ham for 60 million? Yes. That's sort of their ballpark figure, isn't it, really, of what Liverpool do. They look to bring players in for that sort of money. I don't think they've gone out yet and spent over £100 million on a player like some of the other clubs. So, I mean, a lot of their buy-in was largely based on what they sold Coutinho for, and they went out with the Coutinho money and bought Van Dijk and Alisson, didn't they? But they're not spending increments of 100 million. 60 million is about right, so that sort of makes sense. You look at it, yeah, that could happen. Would it be attractive to Jarrod Bowen? Well, of course it would. I mean, we all like to think that he's sitting at home and he's an Essex boy now, and he's dating Danny Dyer, as the song goes, and that would be enough. True love and a love of Essex would be enough to keep him at West Ham. I'm not so sure. It's going to be a hell of a lure, isn't it, to go and play for? Probably the one team that, when everyone is fit, if they do get a bit of money, can probably challenge Man City. So that worries me. The Jarrod Bowen rumour worries me. Jarrod Bowen's Liverpool, worried. Declan for 60 million, or whatever, don't matter what it is, just worried. Declan Rice to Manchester United for 115 million. Not worried. Unless some miracle happens, some divine inspiration that makes Manchester United's season turn around. I can tell you now, I just do not believe for a second that Declan Rice is going to Manchester United.